All right, good.
What's up, Facebook world? How's everybody? It's a new week. Little Dropkick Murphys there. Rose Tattoo. We do not own the rights to any of that nonsense, all that other good stuff. What's up, folks? How's everybody?
What's going on, buddy?
So,
Another week.
Yeah, man. So we got a really cool show here tonight. We got some really good dudes on here. We do have a big announcement at the end of the show, so please stick around. We're not gonna let you know at all until that's over with. But I think it's really cool. Definitely stick around. That's gonna be some good news for the street stock guys down at Orange County.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool deal.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's bring him on, the DC Express. I like to call him the bad boy himself, DC Danny Creeden. He's with us. What's going? Wait, what?
I didn't know. I'm in the company because the service.
Yeah. So he's cutting out. He's cutting out big time. No. Yeah, we were talking to him before, and he was in the kitchen, and now, yeah. So listen,
he's all over.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get that better.
Okay.
Typical Danny Creeden style. He's all over the place.
Always around. Is that better?
Yeah, we can hear you. So far, so good.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Oh, there. Yep. Right back
Where he started.
Yeah. So, Danny, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. Your wife, grabbed me and was like, "Listen, how are we getting Danny on the show?" I was like, "I don't know, man. You're in charge. You tell me." So,
Yeah.
all right, let's get right to it, dude. You're having a hell of a 2021 already, man. It seems like you can do no wrong with a lot of wrong.
Yeah. Last week was crazy. That scramble off and turn. Knocked the right off and run everybody. Fixed the car back up. We were kind of lucky with the long rip, but to come back and get top 5 out of 3. Open great run 2. We have the third. New motors that help.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago we were there, and we were under the impression that the rear was broken. You were going out just to get some points, and you wind up on the podium.
Yeah.
Actually, crack and the rear's broke. How bad? Well, it looks like he's getting a little bit, so we'll go to go and see. So, being fixed, silicone, leaking.
Silicone, yeah. Yeah.
So, Danny, for those of you who don't know, Danny's a big block, small block modified driver here in the Northeast, and of course, you cut your teeth at Accord Speedway, Orange County. You've been really all over the place. You guys started off in the go-karts. Your dad, you're a second generation driver, right? Your dad was a modified guy?
Yes, sir. He was 20 division in the 70s, 80s, and I showed a year or so. I guess I was too. He kind of quit. He had accident. And we waited a couple. I think 1991 put me in a go-kart. Chris Boss was Thunderdome.
Yeah, as I do remember watching the early '90s. Yeah, in the Thunderdome with your mom and your dad and everybody there. Even it's a whole family affair for you guys, and I think that's awesome. So you started when you went from the go-karts, you went right into a sportsman car, correct?
Actually, the first two ran was 58. That's how we skipped the only went 58 race. I think I ran those acts, didn't make it. They ran the 3 deal and then it popped up. I said that you kind of touch. I was working with and John Finn, and they converted over to us and great sports. And I think we got like 4 wins. And then that was I think it was 2000. Did that 04. Complete work. Bought another car. Joe Sarver, 2 cars. We're all, I think, like 2005, 92 horseman race.
Yeah. So if we can see if maybe we can move you somewhere. We're getting bits and pieces of you here. Sorry.
It might be the phone.
Yep. It
might be the phone.
All right. Well, we'll do the best we can. I'm kind of getting bits and pieces. I understand what you're saying. So you move up from the sportsman ranks. When did you guys finally decide that, you know what, that's enough of the sportsman? We need to go and try and do this. Now, I don't think you consider yourself somebody who races for a living. I mean, I don't know when you guys find time to sleep, especially you.
Yeah.
You have a full-time job and you're still running 60, 70 races a year. So when did you guys decide that, you know what, it's time to go full-time modified racing?
2007, 2006, E-Corps passed. Roger Hunter called us, my here at the house, or to stop it. Talk to Dad, and he says, yeah, if he wants to do it. So I had a meeting. He says, Dad goes, you quit this run, I'm happy. He goes, don't expect to clock again. And that's right. 2007.
So
it's around 2007 is what you said, yeah. Your sister's telling you to go stand outside.
Yeah, she probably. Let me go see. You gotta love it. Hey, ask them for money. Both of those still suck.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Well, that's pretty good.
that sounds good.
Well, he had that one sweet spot, and then he moved.
Let me try to turn that off.
Okay. Modern technology. You gotta love it. Listen, I deal with this all day.
Yeah.
Every day.
But it might be the phone, talking on the phone. It might be because I think Billy V was on the phone. I think he had the same issue too.
Yeah. All right. Well, bear with us here, folks. There you go.
I tried turning the Wi-Fi off.
Okay, I think we're a little better.
So yeah, started Roger, and to this day, Roger just actually we met Roger on after a car I think car show that, and went to Roger's shop and my father. So Dad big.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. So you guys have had a lot of success over the years, and it really seems like we find you more up north. Where are you guys calling home for 2021?
We're gonna run the spec check rate, and then was gonna run Friday night, but then got a new. We went to Penn that day and kind of didn't like the break around a lot when just don't need to deal with some here on a Friday night. I guess we're going to go report on Friday.
Okay. So he did you catch that last part?
He's going Accord on Friday night.
All right. Yeah. So Accord Speedway, it's almost kind of where everything started, right? Because I do remember when you guys were running Sportsman up there. Your dad's memorial race, I do believe you won the feature prior to that. But
won the win. And I put car, and he got second. Number 42, Greg. First and only, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because my dad.
Yeah. So, all right. So I've been running Orange County mainly, and then every once in a while, man, we see you pop up somewhere else. So you're still working full time, and do you consider yourself a full time modified racer? Like you call yourself somebody who races for a living?
Nah, I don't. I love it. How many times I get aggravated just pack it in. I don't full time race. I race time race, but my alarm goes 4 in the morning. I work till 30, doing karate, off ball, order. I'll be here 12 o'clock, ready to go. And then I try to race. Like I would love to do a full time race, but I just can't do it. But we're on schedule, like 8.
Yeah, and it's when the kids come along, now you got to do all the sports. That cuts into the time pretty good. Oh, I know.
So
oh yeah.
Body and softball and go kart. So you got to kind of everything. Not a whole lot of time.
Yeah. But you always find it. You always find that time.
I was about 11. Then Penn Can. We were to go tomorrow night because race and already so we're just gonna 350 little town and kind of hanging.
Yeah. I see they cut the purses there at Penn Can too.
Yeah, the folk they really they cut the pen. They were the only town that can race Friday nights. Bar count crowd. I don't blame them. I have no qualms about what it but the pay good to go Friday night. But time with the diesels going up makes more backward
Yeah.
and not make money that they originally put. So I mean, no guys in the world is look at the price of wood, fuel, and everything going way up.
Yeah.
It just but it's just not for highway.
Yeah.
So out of all the tracks that you've raced at, I mean, you guys have championships, quite a few different tracks. But out of all the ones you've raced at, what's the one that you really enjoy racing at the most?
I love
other than Orange County. We know you're there right now.
In my opinion, a little too fast here, but the weather playing out. If it gets back up about 20 seconds, that's a great race. Right now, low middle, but you're still not as much. The dust is care of. Tire wear. I think it just needs to slow down and get the walk kind of there. But my favorite place is Grandview. I only get it once a year or once every other. Before I quit when I race. I don't know what it is. This place.
Yeah, Grandview is a cool place. That is a cool place.
We
all
Southern Tier, Big 5 mile. So that's pretty neat. There, that was 10. That's joke, but serious stuff. That saved one to crate up there. That saved on that race. No, he's getting a little low. That pretty good.
And they reconfigured New Egypt too, right? I think they.
Yeah, I heard the dog great leg back wall and I heard some drivers about it. We're kind of a little but I don't know if they get or not. I'll say in the May show.
Yeah.
March or April.
Yeah, so just bear with us, folks. Here we're trying to work on the bugs here a little bit. So we're getting a lot of echo and.
Yeah, they said it was coming from you, so I was trying to mute your mic, but. I don't know.
How about now?
Yeah, you're fine on my end. I don't.
Yeah. So the echo
Might be me. Could be lovely.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is. It's the cell phone service.
Yeah.
You want to try back?
Yeah, we might have to have a redo.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
All right. I don't know how to work. Figure it out. I'll back.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's the phone.
Yeah.
Because when they talk, because I remember Billy V was on too. It was kind of the same. Everybody that's used the phone to talk through, it seems like it's the same issue.
Yeah. And you're really loud too.
I'm loud.
Yeah. All right, bear with us, folks. We turn down your computer volumes. That's what we're doing. Stop yelling at us.
Yeah, my volume's down. So
Yeah. All right. So I think I had mine up because I was trying to.
you hear it through your earphones, right?
What's that?
You hear it through your earphones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be. He says you're still echoing without Danny. So
Yeah. I don't know.
looks like you're the weakest link tonight.
Goodbye. All right. Let's try this again. Take 3.
Well, I'm
Yep.
going to and make it a little better.
It's a little better. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Amy says next time I'll bring my laptop for him. That's what you need.
Yeah. I don't even know how to. Sadie has one of you not.
I don't know how to use it. Oh shit!
Listen, I'm with him, man. I got to get the kids to show me, with my phone.
No,
The wife wants me. I have an iPhone 6. She's like, you need to get a new one. I don't want to. I just learned how to
6.
use this one.
Yeah, you're way behind. Holy cow!
Listen, I'm good, man. I want to call somebody I can call.
That's about all you can do. Holy shit!
Maybe you'll flip back.
Yes.
I lost mine. Eastern State.
Did you?
Yeah, next time you see Andy Bicchetti, ask his father if I can have it back.
Dennis great car. Flip phone. I said, D, my smartphone is away, man. Flip phone's wait. I called.
Yep. That's how a lot of old school people, they don't like technology.
Oh, my father's the same way. Yeah.
My brother still got a flip phone for his work phone. I'm like, really? It's crazy.
So this is what I'm going to recommend, and I hate to do this, but Danny, I'm going to ask if maybe we can get you back on maybe next week.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll get a laptop.
Yeah, I need a laptop.
Yeah, because I've been excited to have this interview with you all week, and you know what I mean. So I think everybody else is looking to watch too. So we're gonna kick you out.
All right.
And listen, next week, same time. Man. What he said?
He said he's heard that before.
Yeah, listen, you and me both. Man.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right, Dan.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. Thank you. We're gonna catch up next week.
Sounds good.
All right, awesome.
Later.
Yeah, dude. Technology, you got to do what you can, and
No, because we definitely need to get him back. That would have been a good interview.
Oh, it was killing me. I couldn't hear a thing he was saying, and everybody's piping in with.
Yeah, I think I was hearing more than you can hear.
Yeah, let's try that.
What?
How about now? Go ahead.
I hear you fine.
We still echo?
You're echoing.
Yeah, I just
But-
unplugged my earphones.
Oh, yeah.
Try that.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah. There's no echo this time. Well, a little bit, but it's really bad tonight.
Next week, or I'll find headphones for you.
Yeah. Well, we apologize. Yeah, we know we're echoing bad. I don't know what's going on here. This morning, I'm trying to make phone calls, and I could get through, and then nobody was hearing me. So I don't know, man.
They weren't hearing you, or they didn't want to.
Listen, it's Tony. It's Tony Garrett. They probably just didn't want to. Yeah. It's a little frustrating. Echoing here. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we're doing the best we can. And,
Tony says, "Come on, get your shit together."
Yeah. Listen, they told me to get in the car and drive. I couldn't.
Right.
I got better. So.
Jeez, I mean, what do you expect? Look who's running this thing.
I'm just,
Look at
you, dude. You're the guy in charge, man. All right, so Richard Smith he's going to be joining us. We're going to try and Gary, mute your mic and see if Joel's still echo. Let's try that. How about now? Yeah, now I can't even hear you. I can't even hear me. Huh.
How about now?
Yeah, I can.
You can hear me?
Yeah. How's that out there, guys? Any better? Maybe try turning headphone volume down. Yeah, we did try that.
You're not echoing, Michelle Hart.
Okay.
All right,
maybe we fixed it. A little better. Oh yeah, so Richie is over there.
He was just there. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, he just piped in. He just actually just wrote something. He's one of these young smart guys. He understands. You know what I mean? It just
he's up with technology.
Yeah. So
let's hope his phone works a little better. Hope he's got better service than Danny.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and bring him in, folks. I apologize. We're old. We're old. We don't know what we're doing. None of us do. But it was excellent, Gary Unplugged. What's up, Rich? How are you, man? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay,
we got 5 words. We're doing good.
So it's not the first time that creeden has been thrown out of somewhere, and we have to throw him out again.
That's pretty normal for him, you know.
Yeah, he was very understanding.
Yeah. So, listen, we apologize to everybody watching.
Did he come to the tower, or?
Nah, we didn't want to see him. Yeah.
All right, so Rich, thanks for joining us, and listen, we're going to do the best we can out here, folks, and I do apologize if we are echoing.
I think we're all right now. I think we're good now.
Yeah, so hopefully we're good to go. Let's get right to it, man. So listen, I know you've been in the game a little over 10 years now, right?
Yeah, this is going on 11 years. June will be 11 years for me.
Okay. Yep. So I do remember. I want to say you started in the sportsman division, crate sportsman. Up at
so I started on 4-wheelers, and then we moved up to a crate, and I ran that for about a half a year, and just got tired of getting wrecked. And I was a kid and working on it and everything, so I ended up selling and going back to 4-wheeler racing. And then a few years later, we just jumped right to the modified.
Right, because I do remember talking to you. I mean, you guys were starting to get pretty successful with the sportsman car, and I do remember asking you, and your response was, well, it just really didn't excite me that whole much, and then it literally seemed like you sold the sportsman and boom, we're going modified racing.
Yeah, I think I went about a year or so later. We got a win in the sportsman, and they were wrecking so bad at Accord. We won the race in 5 laps. As funny as that is. But then a few years went by, and we got the modified. We actually bought Barry Davis's last race car, so that's pretty special. Accord regular for many years. Right in town, we kept it right in town.
That's cool.
Yeah, because you guys don't live far from Accord Speedway, right? Pretty much once you make that right hand turn, you guys are right there.
Yeah, you pass my dad's house and shop where I grew up on the way to Accord.
Yeah. Now, has he lived there his entire for how long has your dad lived there?
He's lived there my entire life. It's probably been, I think he's lived there for about 30 years, something like that. So,
okay,
a long time.
I was going to say, because I remember when I was a kid, I asked my father on the way there, has anybody ever wrecked into that poor guy's house?
I've never seen.
Yeah, that is a wicked corner, right? Wicked turn right there.
There is a stop sign there that.
There is?
That's just
exactly.
That's just a suggestion.
Suggestion, yeah.
Yeah. But,
So do you come from a racing family? Now, you said you started with 4-wheelers and stuff like that. I mean, you guys living that close to the track. Are you the first person to race in your family, or has people raced with you before?
So actually, my dad, they grew up very poor actually, and they always threw street stocks together and stuff like that. My uncle actually lived out in Missouri. He's got like an IMCA modified, and he's got a street stock and stuff. So it's kind of in the blood, My dad, he won a mechanics race one time, and And then he said he tried to race another time, and he flipped it over. He got out of the car, and he walked to the truck and went to the bar. So
There you
I
go.
think Gary had the same experience.
Yep, once or twice.
yeah, I used to fix it for him.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, man.
My,
So, I
my
mean-
sportsman car spent a few times up there at his shop up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday nights he used to bring it up, and we'd scale it up for him, and
Yep.
to help him out.
Yeah. Now, forgive me for not knowing, but have you been able to pick up a small block or modified win?
I have 3 at Accord.
Okay,
I actually
okay.
won. My first one was the last Joe Winnie Memorial they had,
Okay.
which was in 2010. It was about I think my 6th night in the car. So that was pretty special, and that's definitely the biggest win I've had.
Yeah, nice.
Um,
And
yeah,
what kind of chassis are you running? What kind of chassis have you run?
So I started out with the PMC. That was the first car we had, and then we switched to a Hake Fab. We ran that for I don't know, probably 5 years or so, and then we went to TO, and that's where we are now. I got a 2019, which is the older style, and then my car for Accord is the brand new T Elite.
So that's crazy. 2019. He said it's the older
Oh,
style.
the older style, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Imagine
I'm
that.
running a 1985 Monte Carlo.
That's real old.
Well, TO just changed their whatever, their frame this year with the Elite, and
Yeah.
um,
Do you feel the difference whatsoever in any of the chassis? Like which is one working better than the other? Is there like a big difference, or is it just?
right now they both kind of suck, to be honest with you. Kind of fresh on this coil thing, and it's a mind game. It's tough. We're hooked up with Dig Race Products. Dale Plank, who's been in the game for many, many years. His son Brandon, who knows a lot. He's very knowledgeable. I was actually on the phone with him last night for about 40 minutes trying to figure something out, because we can get in the show right now, but we aren't in contention to win, and I'm not happy with that.
So I see everybody is switching to coilovers. Is Middletown changed that much, or is it coilovers everywhere, or is it just Middletown?
I think it's all over.
Yeah, is
It's
the technology different now than what
Yeah.
a torsion arms?
Yeah, so with the spring smashers, which basically tells you your wheel load numbers, and you can kind of set your ride heights and everything, and how much weight you want on the spring with those. Everything is going to that. I wish it was on bars. It was much easier. If we didn't like the feel, we'd change a shock and we keep going. But it's getting to be a technical thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seems like it's more technical on the coils.
It's tough, and everybody's got a different combination.
Yeah.
So at any given moment, anybody can be fast.
See, and that was a whole thing years ago with when the Canizero chassis came out, and then Eric Marin. I always said, how come everybody's on a leaf spring car and NASCAR runs coil springs all the time? You know what I mean? And then even torsion arms. You would almost think that the coil spring would be that more responsive, and I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't for that time.
They let the cars move more, like the rears move, and give you more steer, and they give you definitely a lot more traction. I was just at East Coast Day, and we were talking about tires, and I was like, I'm gonna need some tires with more stagger in it. A couple years ago, we were searching for the smaller stagger tires. We were trying to get as little as we could get.
Yeah.
Now it's as much as we can get.
So now a lot of that plays into track, though, right? I mean, if the track is smooth, obviously they're good. But I mean, if it starts getting roughed up, they're not so good, right?
Yeah, I think it's just all in the setup. They'll run, they'll go just as good as anything else. I mean, they ran them years ago, before
Yeah.
my time.
Yeah, right.
Now,
That's why I was surprised the comeback that they had. Years ago that's what they had.
yeah.
Then it switched, and now it's going back. It's
The
crazy.
technology's here now,
Yeah.
So
Now, are all the chassis builders? Everybody's going over to a coilover, yeah.
You could still buy a car. Like when I had my new one built for me, you could get it with a torsion rack in it. I did not because I figured if I'm going to go coil, I need to go 100% and try to figure things out. Like I said, Dig Race Products, I got hooked up with them for Eastern States, and we made the big block and the small block show with a small block at big block weight, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which is tough because I'm 150 pounds, so I had lead all over that thing.
Yeah. And
So they don't even come with it. So they don't come with the rack then,
You can
unless you
That's one of the questions they ask you when you're buying. Do you want a rack? Do you not want a rack?
do not. Right. Okay.
now, can you get it so that it has both? Or if it has torsion arm, can you get it?
So-
like, how hard is it to switch it from a torsion arm car to a coil car?
So if they put the torsion rack in it, you can run it either way on coils or on torsion bars. To switch over, it would probably take you. You obviously got to scale. It's not something you could do at the racetrack, but it would probably take you, I don't know, let's just say an hour or so. With a set of hands.
That's the hard part, finding a set of hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good luck.
Yeah. So we were talking down at Orange County a couple of weeks ago, and Friday nights, you guys are going to call Penn Can Speedway home on Fridays, yeah?
That's just changed.
Okay.
We're gonna go to Accord. They, their payout was gonna be phenomenal and something that we couldn't get away from. And it was our good buddy Jimmy Ciccoli lives, about a half hour from there, so it was super easy for him. But since they just released their payout, updated, and they're gonna cut. They cut it. I'm gonna say in half.
Yeah.
To travel 2 hours, it's tough on a Friday. For the pay, it's kind of worth it. But now we're just gonna call Accord home. It's 3 minutes up the street.
So you think that that's gonna have an ill effect on them? I mean, Penn Can seem to be going in the right direction. Seem to be like the hot spot, but now.
Well, they just lost their promoter, right?
The kid, the kid.
Yeah,
the old man is still there.
Okay.
He went to Afton on Friday nights, and I think Thunder Mountain on Saturdays.
Yeah. But I think the kid was the brainchild of that operation, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I mean, the old man was there, but
the father was the guts. He did,
Yeah.
Last year he dealt with keeping the place open and dealing with the state and the counties or whatever they got to deal with. But after last week, I mean, the place was pretty rough, and their turn 3 flagger actually got hit in the mouth with a rock and broke his jaw and everything.
yes.
We had a red flag, and just after the thought of it, it's just not really worth going there.
Yeah. Yeah, and you said the travels. That's number one. That's just.
Yeah, like I said, if they're paying, then it's worth
Oh yeah, it's worth it. Yeah.
Creed, me and Creeden are good buddies, and he was going to go with me there too. And just the pay just cut in half. I mean, you can't travel. I mean, you got to leave work early, or you got to be prepared. Shit, I could get done working at 5 and still make it to track by 5:05.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And what is it that you do for a living?
So my dad owns a logging land clearing business. We have excavators and everything. I'm primarily just a triaxle dump truck driver. And that's basically what I do. I don't mind moving dirt once in a while or cutting trees if I have to. But I prefer to be in the dump truck. I'm just driving all the time.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
No.
So all right. So we're talking Accord Speedway, and of course, it's only a couple minutes from the house and stuff. And then you've pretty much been at Orange County here for most of 2021 so far. Is that where you guys plan on staying for the rest of the season?
Yeah. So a few years ago, I built a spec head small block, and we played. We just did. I wasn't full-time anywhere, so I was like, I'll run the full-time Orange County schedule for the 358s, and it worked. And then I got another car, so now I got 2 cars, and one has the spec small block, one has the open. And so we were going to run there last year, and then this year also, that is our plan, to be there for 358s all year. it's just the schedule works. It's not every week. I mean, the beginning of the year here, we got 6 races in 2 months. It's pretty hectic, plus everything going on Friday nights and everything. But once we get into June, there's 1 race. Basically, we're getting half the races done in the first 2 months. So once June hits, we'll kind of have a little relaxed schedule. Maybe we can bounce out, get traveling somewhere a little bit.
Yeah. So do you? I mean, when you guys started with the modified racing and stuff, did you plan on maybe trying to run full time like for a living, or has it still just always been kind of a hobby for you?
It's a hobby. I just love to drive. That's the best part of it. It's more of a job now, but it's a job that you love to do.
Yeah.
It's not like going to work at the end of the night, you probably hate it if you don't have a good night, but week in and week out, you just show up and you drive because I just love to do it.
Yeah.
Still a lot more exciting than a dump truck, right?
Depends on where you're driving.
True.
Yeah. So with the schedule and the point system and all that stuff at Orange County, I mean, what's your thoughts on that? That some of the guys are 50-50, some of them are for it, and some of them are not so much. What's your thoughts on the points?
I think we just have traditional points. I think we don't have like the free. Well,
is it 358s or just they're
just the modifieds?
Just the modifieds.
Yeah, just the big blocks have that. All
right. Well, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't. You know what?
You can be honest. This is a safe space.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm happy to see Tommy Meyer win the first one because it didn't allow somebody like Friesen or Shepard or these big guys to lock themselves in and show up 3 times and win $25,000.
Yeah.
I think that's a little unfair. I think you should have to race somewhere for the full year in order to, accumulate the points and be paid. They're paying $25,000, so which is a lot of money. So yeah, I don't think it's fair to the guys that stick it regularly.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't do.
Yeah. I listen. I have to agree with you. That goes back to reverts back to when NASCAR when Kyle Busch won his first one. You know what I mean? The guy missed half a season and comes back and wins the championship.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of crap. I mean, I get why they're doing it. I understand it.
Yeah,
I'm just not a fan.
Honestly, our sport kind of revolves around those guys, Friesen and Shepard, and it kind of stinks. Deo, he does, his best to like this weekend. He's kind of putting on a good money show at Honda against the Dirt Series, and it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see a little guy win that because they deserve it. All the big guys aren't around.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about Dale. He always does stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's all for the racers.
He's kind of got more of the big names following him now because of the money, which I understand. It makes it tough for the little guys. It used to be the full-blown working man series. I remember first couple times I went to 5 Mile for the short track super series, there was between 60 and I think the one year there was almost 80 cars there.
Yeah.
I couldn't even think about qualifying,
Yeah. But that's the thing. Somebody's going to win that money up at Fonda, though.
Yeah, they're
you know what I mean? It's not going to be somebody with a big name, I don't think. I mean, they're all down.
I'm still at a loss as to why Bristol was invitation only. You would think that.
Yeah, but if you look at like Craig Mitchell, nothing against him, but how does he get invited?
He's got to know somebody.
You know what I mean? It's invitation. I mean, is there a long list and people say no? Is that how they get to go?
I don't.
I mean, if you look at the list, there's quite a few names on there. You're like, why?
Yeah, I know.
Craig, I could see why.
No, I'm not saying definitely nothing against. Craig's a great driver, but I'm just saying if that's what dirt car.
He's not on the dirt tour.
Dirt tour, you know what I mean. I don't know what they're.
So how are people invited? Do you have the inside scoop on that, Rich?
I don't have the answer. All I know is Creeden tried to go and he couldn't make it.
See that's what I'm saying. Like, how does he not get invited?
Yeah. So you would think that you would want as many modified guys to show up as possible, because as a promoter, you're gonna. It's just pure profit, because you know what I'm saying. You're only gonna have.
They probably didn't like Danny's attitude.
Listen, You're almost as big as he is, so you can say that shit. I'm not saying that.
You're good until he puts the race suit on.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Listen, I really truly hope that Danny is watching all of this right now.
Me too. He is, he's a teddy bear until he puts the suit on. And
Oh yeah.
Listen, we
person.
are all different people once you put that helmet on.
Yep.
We truly are. You know what I mean? And so yeah, Nate Stevens piped in. He says Bristol gave them a car count limit, and they were afraid they were going to get too many cars without invites. Why?
Yeah, but it still doesn't answer the question of how the invitations were sent out. You know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that whole thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Not enough room in the pits for all the mods. Listen, they have outside parking, don't they?
Yeah, they made us do it at Orange County.
I'm just saying. Now let me ask you that, because I didn't think I was going to really like the whole fact of being outside the pit area, pitting. Did you like that? I mean, would you rather be in the pit area or would you rather be outside?
I feel like in the pit area is just Orange County, you know. That's like you go to Orange County and that's what you see, you know, the trailers in the middle. I liked it outside. It was definitely it was tougher trying to hear, you know, the announcers and everything else and trying to get lined up and go run around and find, you know, luckily they started putting everything on their lineups on Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
But as far as outside was kind of nice, you know, everybody was spaced out, you know, you wouldn't have Creeden going to yell at somebody because they were on the other side of the fairground.
You're really breaking Danny's nuts tonight.
Yeah, well, somebody's got it.
You see him on the track now. He's got a 4-wheeler. He gets around quicker now.
Yeah. Double D brings his 4-wheeler everywhere for him.
Yep.
I don't know. As a spectator, you know, obviously, you know, I have one of the best seats in the house, Eastern States Weekend, and where Timmy Pitts and I were, I mean, it was amazing. You could see the whole track. I loved it. As a racer, I really didn't mind it. You know what I mean, dude? You had plenty of room. There was blacktop there that I could work on the car on. And when it was time, we loaded a bunch of guys' stuff, tires, guns, jacks. We loaded them in our buddy Jimmy's truck and drove it over to the hot pit. And so, you know, we had everything there. And then, you know, my crew could just go sit in the stands down in turn 1. So it really wasn't bad. And then the rest of the crew was down in turn 3 and they were watching from there.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
I kind of dug it.
I think if they were to do it again, maybe they could send, you know, put a set of bleachers in the infield or something, or even a standing plateau. Right. And kind of, as the cars are getting ready to go on the track, maybe bring some tires out there or something, you know, so if they had to pit, they'd be right in the middle and people could walk in there. I think it'd be kind of interesting because it's a pain in the butt trying to get out of the track, get your tire changed, come back in through that gate and everything.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest complaint from a lot of people too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could see it, but yeah, you know, you go back down to Orange County now, and everybody's down in the pit area, and that's kind of, you know what I mean. That's where, you know, that's Orange County. You know what I'm saying? But I do like the fact that they are moving the bigger trailers. I think they're moving them all to the center, and not so much, you know, not allowing them to be on the outside. I
noticed Higbee's moved his pit stall. They're all kind of like where them concrete spots are, like where kind of McGannon was in that row there. Parego's down in there now too, so I think they're trying to let people maybe see 1 and 2 a little better, and trying to maybe just cut out the back stretch or something. You know? Yeah. I don't get to watch much racing from the stands or anything. If I go down, I got the wife and kids, and we go in the drive-in and hang out and watch.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
And that's what's cool about Orange County too. You get that option of that drive-in. You know.
Listen, I don't think I've sat in the stands at Orange County in probably over 20 years, you know, other than being in the announcer's tower. I love the drive-in section. You know, I backed the truck up with a couple of lawn chairs, man. We're in the back of the truck, and
it's just bring your beer, bring your grill. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it gets easier when you got children too. You know, you can bring the kids to the track and stuff. They just
they can play in the dirt or whatever. You know, they just they find their own thing to do.
Well, they figure if Dad's playing in the dirt, so can they.
Yep.
So,
Makes it easier.
So, all right, Rich. Let's talk about some of the sponsors on the side of your car here for 2021. Man, who you got helping pay the bills?
All right, so we got my dad, Smith Logging and Land Clearing. We just got a new sponsor this year. They're just getting their feet wet, I think. He seems to be really interested in it. Exterior Solutions. They're out of like Hyde Park, New York. They do roofing, siding, windows, stuff like that. Then we got Smith Excavating and Paving, which is actually Rusty Smith, the R2 out of Pennsylvania. He helped us out this year. We got Country Lawnscapes, which is a local guy. His family used to race years ago, and he's been helping us out for the last couple of years. Tri-State Hardwoods, who's been on my car since I started, which they just buy and sell some logs to make lumber. They're a local business here in Accord, and they've been a really good supporter of mine since I started. And I think that's about it. Obviously family, they help me out a ton. My mom, my dad, my in-laws are a huge help. My father-in-law started really helping on the car a lot the last few years. And, my mother-in-law helps with the kids they go to the races. My dad, obviously, my wife, she takes care of the kids all the time. So lets me do what I need to do.
Yeah. That's the number one supporter right there. You need her in your back pocket.
Yeah. Especially when the checkbook comes out.
Oh yeah.
So, and who's doing your motors this year?
I've been hooked up with Dan Bedell for the last, I don't know, probably 5 years now. He's been really good. I actually switched to him. Creeden had me test I think it was his Thunder Mountain car at Accord one night. He's like, just take this thing out, make sure it runs good. I got to bring it somewhere tomorrow or whatever. And the minute I drove that, I had to have one.
Yeah.
I pulled my motor out that week and took it there, Yeah.
Yep. And I noticed that you have the same number that's on Danny's car is on your car. Is that from Danny and them guys, or is that number mean something else to you?
No, actually my birthday's on the 16th of June, so
so you conceded.
Yeah, so that's where the 16 comes from.
Nice.
The Accord car this year is a 3R. That was an old 4-wheeler racing number. My dad's been harping on me the last few years. He's like, why don't you bring back the 3R? And so I did, and he loves the color red, so we got him a red race car this year. And
nice.
Just pretty sharp too.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. The Middletown car. Yeah, because Saturday we were down there, man, and I was having such a hard time telling the difference between him and Danny. And then I saw the car hit the guy in front of him, and I was like, okay, that's Danny.
So poor Dan's taking a beating, and he's not even here to defend himself.
Listen, this is what he gets for having crappy technology.
I tell you what, though, that guy could win with a wheelbarrow, man. He turned my program around big time years ago. We started out on the wrong foot, and sure as everybody does.
Yep.
But I broke a rear at 5 Mile one night, and he come over and helped us get it in the trailer with the tow truck and everything, and from there on, we've been really, really good friends, and he's turned my.
And that's the thing. You say what you will about Danny, like his. Everybody knows what his personality, and he gets crazy. But that guy will help anybody. And I've just taken from me when I was in the Sportsman up 5 Mile Point. I wrecked it, and we stayed at the same hotel. And him and his guys were out in the hotel parking lot helping me change shocks and do all this other stuff so I can go back to the track the next day. I mean, the guy is. he's a class act. He really is, despite what people may think about him.
This is what kills me too. Is I used to catch a lot of flack too. I have a little bit of a temper, and I would you get frustrated because it's your time, it's your money.
That's where your hair went. Your temper.
Yeah. That and I have 4 daughters.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gone.
Yeah. But it just, you know what I mean? And people don't understand the frustration that you have. You know what I mean? And Danny's, he's a, pretty emotional guy, and he has no qualms about, but what people don't see is, if somebody, like yourself and like Gary, were to go and ask for help, that he's one of the first guys right there, man, to help you out.
Yeah, he was too.
Yeah, I know he is in the shop more than anybody I know,
Yeah.
He gets done with work and he's there till, you could call him, and if he ain't at the shop at night, he's sleeping. So
I don't think he does.
He does that? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Exactly.
And I even said that, we were talking earlier too. Shut up, Ray. Ray Tarantino, not Mr. Cool Calm Joel. Shut up, Ray. Listen, man, I've seen you take your shirt off on the front stretch once or twice. But we were talking about that. He's a full-time worker. Probably 60, 70 hours a week, if not more. And then that's what I said. When do you find time to do anything else other than sleep? And the guy just doesn't. It's
it's
said, amazing.
He could drive a wheelbarrow to the front. I watched Penkin the other night. He was not in a good mood, and his front axle was about touching. His right front tire was about touching the right outside body, and he blew by me, and he got up to 4th. I'm like, what? How does this guy do it? I don't understand.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just. I don't know. You can either do it or you can't. So we've reached that part where we always like to ask our guys and girls that are on the show if there was one race that you could win in your career other than the Daytona 500, what would be that one race?
My next one.
Listen,
they do not come easy, and I get emotional with every win, and my next one will be, just because it's been, I think, 3 or 4 years, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
And I take, I enjoy all of it, and to win is so tough. Everybody's so strong, and everybody's so fast, and
Listen, I've been very fortunate in my career. I mean, obviously I'm not at the level that you guys are at, but every time I win, I'm still in awe of the fact that that I was able to even get one, And dude, I love when a guy shows emotion in victory lane. When you get out of the car and it's just I don't understand that. You know what I mean? I really don't.
Yeah, they're winning too much.
When it gets to the point that winning is not exciting anymore, then why are you still here, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why do you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never won more than one race in a season. So that's a pretty big goal, and I've never won a race outside of Accord, so that's another, a big goal too. I would like to win somewhere else, but as far as the best win I could have, it'll definitely be my next one.
Yeah. So Rick Ryder used to ask, when early on, what's your most memorable moment in racing? And I almost had the same answer, except mine was every time the car starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but all right, man. So Rich, listen, man, we appreciate you coming on. I think Steve Patos years ago started calling you Little Richard. Are you still into that nickname? You hate that?
I gotta say I don't really have a nickname. My good buddy Jimmy Sicoli, who helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate everything he does for us. He's been trying for the last, I don't know, probably 2 years or so to try to figure out a nickname for me. And he bounces something around, and then somebody put the Rocket Richard Smith the other day on Facebook. Little Richard Smith has been there since I started.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. I'm all for a nickname if somebody was to give one, But it's Creeden calls me Little Dick Smith, even his daughter.
I don't think at Orange County that's gonna fly.
No, I don't think so.
But you could be the one to try it out, Joel. Next time
No,
you
I'm
announce
good, man.
that.
Listen, I got 100 million times as it is trying to get out of there, alive after I've done a show with Timmy Pitts. Listen. But so the Little Richard. I mean, is your dad's name Richard? Is that where that came from, Little Richard?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Okay.
I've always, I don't know, kind of height challenged my whole life, so
Yeah, listen,
maybe that's where it comes from. And I don't really know. He just started saying Little Richard one day, and that's it kind of stuck. And
listen, it's the same, Little Joel. That's my dad is Joel. I'm Little Joel, and so my little guy, obviously his name is Joel, and I named him after my dad. But we call him JoJo, and it works now when he's 6. But when he's 26, I don't know if they're going to be still calling him JoJo.
Yeah, my oldest is Richard. Also, I just changed his middle name. But yeah.
So listen, we could be related because my son is Joel Richard.
No, perfect.
I named him right after you.
Right,
The guy I thought of.
Yeah. Wow.
I was like, boy, do you look like your real father?
That's
all right, brother, man. Listen, we appreciate you. We really, really appreciate you being on here with us, man. Thank you so much. And listen, we want to again apologize to the folks at home, and we will have Danny back on next week. And we had some technical issues. Better on the computer than in his race car. But,
are you using a phone, Rich?
Yeah, I'm on a phone.
What kind of phone?
Android.
You're friends with Danny, right?
Yeah. Can he borrow?
Can you? Yeah.
You want me to
Or turn him onto your service or something. I mean. You living way out in God's country. I mean, I know he doesn't live in the sticks like that. He should have no excuse.
No, by the looks of it, he was still, he was probably eating dinner at his mom's house by the looks of it, when I seen him on there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, something wasn't adding up.
Yeah.
He'll have to figure out a better connection.
True, Danny. He probably didn't want to come on. He was just like, screw these guys.
So his sister just piped in. She said he will use the laptop next week. So, yeah. So
I'm glad he's got a lot of handlers.
Yeah. Listen, what we should have done is set this up through Sadie, because Sadie would have had it all.
Oh yeah,
for him.
Oh absolutely.
Yeah, same as my kids on their iPads, whatever. They would have talked to you for hours.
Yeah.
So. And they can figure things out in a blink too. It's unbelievable.
His wife is not his sister, dude. I don't even want to elaborate on that. So Tanya piped in. His wife is not his sister. I don't. Yeah, no. I'm good. I don't want to know.
Because I think you called her his sister before too.
Did I?
Yeah. That's what she's elaborating.
Oh crap! Yeah,
that's
hold on. I'm looking at the picture now. Oh,
yeah,
man, dude, I'm retarded. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
Listen,
just run his ass over with the 4-wheeler.
Listen, dude, we just need to end this show right now, man. It's been a long week.
Yeah, you really screwed this one up.
Oh my god,
unbelievable! There goes the ratings. We were just doing good too.
So much for Northeast Happy Hour with Predmore and Mearns. Hey, Rich, you looking for a job?
No,
it don't pay none. But
oh my god!
Oh shit!
I think my wife would kill me if I was trying to get away from the kids for this long every week. But when I come home, that's when it's my shift starts. So
listen, ethanol, that crap will get you every time, dude. Listen, kids at home, don't huff ethanol.
Don't.
Yeah. Holy shit!
It'll make
all right, brother, man. What's that?
It'll make your eyes water.
Yeah, and your hair will fall out too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right, Rich, we appreciate having you on, man. We'd love to have you back later in the summer. And listen, man, just keep chasing it. It's gonna come. Middletown is a tough place to get a win, man. You got a ton of really, really good guys, and you are one of those guys. Believe me, people are watching.
Yeah, we're shooting for 3,000 this week, so hopefully we can get it done. This week is only show up points, so that's probably my luck, Yeah. But we'll have a good week and not get the points to make any ground up. But that is what it is. I points race, but I try not to pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll consume you.
Listen, we all say the same thing, and 3 weeks into the season, we're like, man, we're second in points, dude. We're doing good.
Yeah. Or you go to that out of town or that that distance racetrack a couple times, and now you're in the points chase. Now you're stuck. Now you keep trying, it's kind of like what Brett Hearn was talking about. Same thing with Accord.
Yeah.
You didn't plan on racing there.
Yeah,
That's how it works, man.
He was trying to get his 800 wins the easy way, I think.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think he found out that it wasn't that easy up there, though.
No, it's tough. Accord is tough.
It's a tough place to get around.
And whether you're first or last, man, you're up on the wheel racing your ass off.
Yeah. I've been in that boilerplate a few times. It's not fun.
It's not. Yeah.
I really wish that I could get up there and race more than what I do. I mean, I absolutely love it up there. You almost feel like you're in a sprint car with the way you have to run that track, and it's just I love it.
Yeah, Accord is cool.
I agree.
That's why I always said Accord will teach you how to race. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
and it's you can be it's pretty easy to be rough there because it's such tight quarters and racing. You kind of have to lean on the next guy. Not that I like.
You really don't, but all right.
It just happens.
Yeah,
but it's a tight bull ring. It's a fun place to drive. I think if you drive there, you can almost drive anywhere.
Yeah. Then the next thing you know, you're coming out of 2 and you're riding the boilerplate, right? Been there before. Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, we appreciate having you on, and we'll hopefully we'll talk to you soon. And good luck to you this week. And we'll be watching.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All right, man. Take care.
Guys.
Bye.
All right. So, what a complete shit show this has been tonight. And,
that wasn't bad. At least he had his stuff together,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I guess we found out who the professional was there, huh? I really thought Dan was it, but I guess not. All right.
So
we'll try again next week. Yeah,
we will, absolutely, 100%. I think next week we have. So we're gonna have Danny back on next week, next Thursday. We do apologize, everybody that tuned in to watch Dan. And I believe we were also going to have Mr. Grant Hilfiger on with us next week. Yeah, so that'll definitely be our show next week. We'll be Danny Creeden back again, and Grant Hilfiger. All right. So those of you tuning in that we made a post here earlier this evening. And, should we talk about the winners last week? Let's talk about the winners first.
Yeah, let's
We're going to make them squirm a bit.
Typical Joel
Anthony Perego in for the big block modified. It was big blocks or small blocks?
Small blocks last
Small
week.
blocks. He was in for the small block win last Saturday. And, of course, BK Speed, Brian Crummell picking up where he left off a couple of weeks ago, but he actually gets to keep this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had the right carburetor. So.
Yeah, I don't mean to be biased, but from what I understand, the street stock race at Orange County was something to watch. It was amazing. Ryan Modiano is shooting in there in the top 5, and listen, I called it out on the Observer. This kid's going to get a win this year. What is it? Jack Beaumont, I think is his name, the 191 guy.
Beaumont, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what a move on the outside to take the win. Unfortunately, he gets caught with something really stupid in tech, but you know what? He understood, and it was something with the module or something in the distributor, so the win went to Mike Bigoletti with Wayne Taylor, who's been around for 1,000 years. He was second, and I think Danny Hedges was third. But 16 cars for the street stocks at Orange County. They listened. They heard you guys. 2 hot lap sessions and a 15-lap feature. To me, that's awesome. And street stock guys appreciate that. So, with that being said, I watched. We watched Driving Dirty. What is it? What's
Talking Dirty?
Talking Dirty.
Talking Dirty.
So we watched them, and then we're constantly seeing that there's a hard charger for small blocks. There's a hard charger for sportsmen, but I didn't see a hard charger for street stocks. So I believe you guys are back May 1st. This goes out to all the street stock guys or anybody else who happens to show up May 1st at Orange County Fair Speedway. On behalf of Northeast Racing Happy Hour with Predmore and Mearns, there will be a $100 bonus to the hard charger for May 1st. And also, Gary, if you want to tell them about what else we're going to do.
Yeah, so we're going to up the winner's purse for that night. So the winner will receive $400 purse. So it'll be a $400 to win street stock race that night, May 1st, along with the Hard Charger Award as well.
Yeah. So I do believe they pay $150 to win. So we are adding $250 purse to the winner, plus a $100 Hard Charger Award. And, of course, that will be given out that night, courtesy of myself and Mr. Gary Predmore here from Northeast Happy Hour. Listen, we appreciate what you guys are doing down there at the track, and we want to see the street stock succeed. Not only are we going to do this for Orange County Fair Speedway, but some point in the 2021 season, we are going to offer the same for Accord and also Bethel Motor Speedway.
Yes.
So that is our big announcement. And so what you're saying is I have to try and win next week. Ryan, put fuel in the car. So
yeah.
Again, $100 bonus for the Hard Charger and an additional $250 to the winner of the May 1st Street Stock Feature event. And I'll tell you, it's our pleasure,
that's
man.
not shabby. You know, $400 to win is pretty good for street stocks.
Yeah. So that's our pleasure. We appreciate what you got. We appreciate you guys watching our show and everybody out there. And it's awesome. And listen, we
you don't forget where you came from, right? We came from street stocks.
Yes. Listen, I'm not there every Saturday night, but my entire family works there. You know, and again, we're gonna pass it along to Accord Speedway some point in the 2021 season, and along with Bethel Motor Speedway, we're going to do that as well. So yeah, Ray, he said he's got to get a car done. Going to be fun to watch. And yeah, man. So we called the Speedway office today, and we set all that up. And listen, best of luck. You know, run a good race, man. You guys had, I think, 2 cautions. One was for contact, and I think that was between Bob Slate and Charlie Donald. I don't think it was intentional. I think it was just a racing deal, man.
Yeah, it was clean race there.
Yeah, I think that everybody was just under a blanket, man, and it was hey, Emerson, can I borrow the car? Janet wants to borrow your car, Pop. But yeah, so that's it. And then Full Fender Racing, gotta love it. Yeah, Tommy. And I believe Tommy Groover won another one, right?
Yeah, that guy's on fire.
And then Ronkowski, right? Is that his name? Did I say that right?
Yankowski?
Yankowski.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about that?
Race at Penn
Can we talk about that?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to get some opinions on that.
So
so let's see, a perfect slide job or not so much?
From what I saw, and again,
I've watched it a few times.
I didn't think there was any contact.
No, definitely no contact. He left the bottom open, and listen, kudos to Yankowski to make that move. I mean, that kid is young. I've said it before, man. I've said it that kid is going to be.
We had
something.
Him on the show, right?
Yeah, we had him on, and I told him he's gonna be. He's young, real young, and he's like the Matt Shepard and Stewart. I just think that kid has that much talent.
Yeah. So and
I don't think Danny really expected him to do that. You know what I mean? Going in that corner there, I'm not sure. And I like Danny. Danny's a good racer. But man, oh man, he left the door open, and that kid just he pile drived it in there.
Yeah.
But I guess it's what happened after is what gives it the black eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole
listen, that's situation. That emotion. That's that emotion I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm not. I don't think that we should elaborate on what happened.
Nope.
But listen, I think it was a hell of a race. And you get bits and pieces, but the last couple laps, man, were amazing. And my understanding, the track was a little rough, but most dirt tracks at the beginning of the year are. But yeah, man, what a move! What a move!
I say if that was Matt Shepard or Stuart Friesen, that would have been a perfect move. Nobody would have had any. But to me, that was a perfect slide job, man.
Yeah. Yeah, emotions do run high in this one, as Tommy just piped in. But yeah, man, Tommy, you're on a roll here with that's a beautiful race car too, man. Man, what a good looking car,
You got to get some dents on that thing.
You need some asshole orange on that
thing. Yeah, man.
So, on a personal note, I got to thank. Listen, I got to give him not even a shameless plug, but I got to give him a plug. John Saft and Steven Saft, I think is his brother, Saft Electric. Thank you for your very quick. We had an issue here at my house, and my wife called you, and within 2 hours, you guys were here. Thank you. So, Saft Electric. Anybody need any electrical work done? Those are the guys you want to give a shout out to. And listen, man, we appreciate you. And thank you. What's that? Oh, he's got some dents. And also a big giant thank you to I'm gonna say it, to the Bethel Motors Speedway. We had practice last week, and of course we had a 71 lap enduro. I won it.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, what a great race! A good bunch of guys to race with.
How many was there?
I want to say we maybe had 15, 16.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to get more. You know what I mean? That's going to pick up. That's pretty decent for the beginning of the year. By no means was I the fastest guy there. Just right place at right time. So it was Mikey Travers, I think, was about to lap me, and something broke on his car, and then it just, again, right place, right time. And dude, it was cool. But thank you, Bethel Motor Speedway.
That was a 4-cylinder he was about to lap you in?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
These
go
guys
figure
are quick.
that.
This is why
Especially him.
This is why I love the enduros. I really do. Dude, there could be a truck out there, and it's just cool, man. It really is. And
that would have been a little embarrassing, though, I think.
Listen, I ran these all last year. If he would have
buzzed by you on a 4-cylinder. No?
I ran
cool.
these all
You're cool with that?
And listen, by lap 15, I was usually a lap down, and some 4-cylinder guy was way ahead. Yeah, dude, they're fast.
Sounds like you better put that cheater crate motor back in it.
Listen, we don't do that. We don't do that. But so again, thank you, Bethel Motor Speedway. Some really cool hardware that we got, and a hell of a pay. I think it was $200 to win, and we appreciate that. And we'll be back again this Saturday. Is practice. And there is I believe a 41-lap race in memory of Charlie Hummel Jr. And last weekend was for Don Palmatier, a grassroots racer, street stock guy, Accord, Orange County, Bethel. He ran all over the place. So it was a really, really, really good race. In memory of. And so this weekend is Charlie Hummel, who I believe used to race with my dad back in the day, and always a full fender dude. And yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
And Accord's practicing tomorrow, right?
Are they?
Is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I think the Battle of the Bull Ring might be next week.
2 week. That should be coming up too. I think the 7th. I think
the 7th. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I think it's the 7th.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Yep.
So I know they got 2 practices coming in. So.
Yeah, so Accord's getting ready to go, and that's awesome. And
good for them.
Yeah, dude.
Good for them, because they need it after last year. That was tough go for them.
Yeah, just oof. But all right. So thank you to everybody who's who stuck out with us here tonight. And listen, we apologize. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but for everybody that tuned in to see Danny, we'll have him back next week for certain.
Yeah, just saying. Right, Jay?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have him back, and then Grant Hilfiger will also be joining us next week as well. And so I guess that's it, man. I guess that's going to do it for us.
All right. Till next week.
Everybody have a cool week, and good luck this weekend, everybody who's running, and good luck to the boys down at Bristol Motor Speedway. I believe that they're running this weekend as well.
Yeah,
right?
That's going to be interesting there.
Yeah, man. So
I think they had practice or something tonight.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should start to be seeing something here soon. So, but all right,
I
man.
just want to say, anybody that got shirts, they should have got them. If you didn't get them, the mail is kind of screwed up. So if you have not received them, let me know, please.
Yeah.
Nobody's messaged me, so I think everybody's got them.
And are there any left? I think
Um,
Doug Ross was asking here earlier.
Doug, I have Doug's. Doug just needs to send me an address. Actually,
Okay.
I didn't know if I would see him at the track that night or not, but if I
Ryan
can,
just piped in. He's watching Bristol now.
yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
So we got a couple left though, but yeah, all the ones sold. So we did pretty good with the shirts, getting them out there, and it was pretty cool seeing them all at the track.
Bud, you want a shirt? What size, man?
No, he got one. I sent it.
Oh,
I
he didn't get his yet. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, if anything, Gary, maybe we can link up, and then I could bring it up and give it to Bud there. Whatever. But again, So May the 1st, Street Stocks $100 bonus for hard charger, and an extra $250 towards the winner. So any mediums yet? Well, I know you're not wearing no medium.
Yeah, well, definitely not in the medium. Schmedium.
Yeah. All right, folks.
All right.
I think that's gonna do it, right?
That's it. Until next week.
All right. So again, next week we will have Danny Creeden back on. Hopefully he's not too angry, and if he is, he'll get over it.
Yeah. He'll certainly let us know. Don't worry.
Yeah, man. And Mr. Grant Hilfiger, who's also been tearing things up in the sportsman ranks, and for the wife. Okay. All right. All right, folks. Be cool to each other, and we'll see you guys at your local track, hopefully sometime soon.
All right. See you next week.
Have a day.